Alright, so this receptacle is still warm to the touch. Actually, this is a couple nights ago they had some smoke and couldn't figure out where the smoke came from. And then it just now happened again. It's a high amp draw off the refrigerator. You can see the refrigerator's right here. But the smoke was coming out behind the stove. Alright, so I believe our issue is going to be on this wire connector. This RV wiring is pretty sad. It scares me. So we're going to take this apart and see where the poor connection is, what's happened. Alright, just another reason why RV wiring is scary. Look at this thing. How it burnt right through the plastic box. Melted the floor. So we're going to take this apart and try to find out why it did this. And then get us a real connector, a whole lot better. Something you'd find in a house. Of course, before you do anything like this, get a proximity tester and make sure the power is off. See, power is off. Don't light up. But if I go down here, well, see how it lights up? I know I got power on that wire. But I do not have power on this wire. These are really handy tools to have, keeping your RV with you. Alright, so we're going to pop this apart, see what it looks like if it ain't all melted together. Alright, here we go. Let's take this apart, see what we can find. Isn't that a mess? Wow. Goodness gracious. See, there's no screw connectors. They just take those wires and shove them down in there.
I like that setup.
And this is horrible for a refrigerator. This is a residential refrigerator with high amp draw. And this is what happens. So we're going to make it better though. We're going to get us a true connector receptacle like you'd find in a house. And we'll strip this back. So let's head to the store and get some new parts. I just want to show you a couple things, how hot this got. You can see how it started melting the plastic there. And you look back in here, how the floor is soft. It melted that. It actually burnt through the floor, that first layer. I guess it's like a vinyl planking. So pretty close call. Yeah. But we got new parts here. Got us a new 20 amp receptacle, a good box cover. So we're gonna get this wired up properly so this will never happen again. Let's record what I do here. Let's turn this up. And it in a little stripper tool. the black on your brass and put your neutral on the silver wires. Where's my fork? I need a fork. I got Donna holding the camera for me today. Thank you, Donna.
You're welcome.
I'm more efficient working with two hands than one like I'm really doing.
Thank you for coming to the rescue.
Yeah. Yeah, when you smell smoke, it's not a good thing.
Sure ain't.
Hurry, hurry. We won't have this problem again. The factory should have done it this way to begin with. Pretty sad, because being a residential refrigerator, it's a high amp draw item. Relying on these little push connectors is just dangerous. In fact, I'm going to check out my own RV when I get back. I'm afraid I got the same connection. And this is a 2019 model, isn't it?
Yes.
So, something to think about. Something to check on your RV too. You know, anytime you have a high amp draw situation, ceramic heaters, stuff like that, you got to be very careful because these connections are not capable of holding those high amps. If you do run a ceramic heater, only run it on low. Maybe, you know, that way it pulls maybe 600 watts instead of 1500 watts. So that's going to max out these little connections. They're going to get hot, start arcing, melting, cause you all kinds of grief. And surely don't leave the RV with a ceramic heater running ever. Same thing, you gotta be careful about crock pots, anything like that, anything that pulls a lot of current while you're gone. Be mindful. There's that. Got a connector here. I need to speed some of this footage up. It's kind of slow and boring, but people get the idea. If you want to do this yourself, anybody can do it. Just learn some basic electrical. Get you some basic tools so you know when the power is off. Alright, so got that looking good. So now, I'll just go back in here, find me a nice spot, bolt it in. Looks like we'll have plenty of room because the drawer is up high here. So it won't be an issue. Let me get a paper towel and clean this up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay, you see the final touches now. So I put me some screws in here, box mounted good and solid. Got the screw back here to retain the wire so it doesn't wiggle around, get under the drawer. We're going to plug it up, turn the breaker, and see what happens. Okay, flip the breaker on, see what happens. See if the fridge comes back on. And hopefully we won't get no sparks.
Ready?
Yep. I hear a compressor.
Fridge is on.
Fridge is on. We got
We got
lights?
juice, we got lights, we got meters on the front of the door.
Alrighty. I think we've got this whooped. So, now let's think about.
Kevin's got it whooped.
Yeah.
But
He said we, so I just went with them.
now, like on our, as I was thinking about some prevention stuff, you know, wherever you got a lot of wires like this, in our RV, I've got like 5 or 6 smoke detectors scattered everywhere. Wherever there's a junction of wires, I stick a smoke detector there. So if, it would probably be wise to put a smoke detector right in here where all this electrical stuff is going on. Well, when I get back to my RV down the street, I'll show you what I've done. Might give you some tips on how to help protect your investment in case you ever have a electrical fire or some shorts or anything smoldering. You want to stop it quick. Just to show you the final look, here's the door going in and out. And you can see up here, and here you can see where all the wires and stuff are. So it might be a wise place to stick a smoke detector. Just thinking. I don't know about these. So just an example, so this is a 2017 that we're having this issue with. But like right in the area like this, where the batteries are and all these connections, this would be a perfect spot for a smoke detector mounted up here high. And if you have ever have any kind of smoldering going on, that detector will go off before you risk getting a fire. Well, you see we're back at our RV, and so I wanted to check out my connection on our refrigerator. And sure enough, it's got the same cheap connection. Of course, our RV is a 2005 model, his being a 2017. Now my refrigerator is a smaller one. It is a residential fridge. I know at the most it only pulls 140 watts. But when I get back home, I'll probably change this out and put a real receptacle in here just for a little bit added safety. But also I mentioned earlier about having smoke detectors, like even here. Get my hand up in here. Yeah, I got these smoke. You can get these at Walmart for probably $5 or so. And I got them scattered all over the RV, anywhere where there's a chance for electrical fire. Let me show you where else I got them here. Go around to the other side of the RV. You see here, well, we got the transfer switch, all this wiring coming in. I got another smoke detector, and let me go show you inside the RV. Okay, now I'm in the RV. We had a similar situation right here. Years ago, we was at Fort Wilderness, had a ceramic heater plugged in here, and Sherry said, I'm smelling smoke. I didn't smell it. It took a while to come over here, and I had to touch this receptacle, and about burnt my hand. I took my little thermal gun to it, and it was 150 degrees. Of course, I've replaced it with a residential receptacle, but same way, it had those little push-on connectors. The thing was arcing. It had burnt the wiring back. I did a video on it 5 or 6 years ago. But just goes to show you this RV wiring is kind of sketchy. Another place I put a smoke detector is, because you got to think, anywhere you got a lot of wires, underneath this dash there's a truckload of wires. So I've mounted me a smoke detector right up in here on the bottom side. So if there's any kind of smoldering that goes on under this dash, it's going to wick its way up. Hopefully hit that smoke detector and give me an early warning. I get a chance to take care of it. Of course, from the Winnebago factory, they got a smoke detector right there. And then let me see what else we got. So I exchanged this, and this is a smoke and CO2 detector. And then I've got another CO2 detector right here. And then we have the propane detector down there for explosive gas. So that is, I think that's all of them. I believe I've got them all figured out now, or that I've located. In fact, now I'm thinking about it, I may have stuck one in behind the TV where all those electrical wires are too. That's a possibility. The thing is, when they start beeping, it can be a problem locating when you have so many running around, and sometimes it's hard to track down those little beeps. But just wanted to let you know about that. Be mindful of any item that you plug up that draws a lot of amps. Crock pot, ceramic heater. We do have ceramic heaters, but we run them on low when we run them, and so we don't overtax the wiring. And before we shut this down, let me show you that plastic box again, how it melted it so bad. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Look at that thing. Melted right through it. Remember, it burnt through here and was burning the floor. It was pretty close, pretty close. Luckily, I think this happened, during the daytime. He smelled the smoke. Another thing it brings to mind is, think about if you're in your RV back in your bedroom. Then we'll walk around the RV and show you something. Okay, for us, this is our fire escape, and you can see how high it is from the ground up. But think about your RV. If you're in your bedroom and there's a fire or smoke and you can't get out through your regular door and you got to go out a window, does the window open? Can you get out? What would your process be? Have that in the back of your mind. If something was happened to that in the middle of the night, could you escape your RV quickly? So, scary thought, but something to be mindful of, something you should investigate. All right, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. See you, bye.